What's up, Dolphins fans? Today we're going to be talking about the training camp session that happened with the Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Let's get into a little bit of details on why I believe people are overreacting and blowing this entire thing out of the water. Alright, the first thing I want to get into here is I want to talk about how the media is bringing up how this whole practice went. The entire media, I believe, is blowing this out of proportion. Yes, the Dolphins got dominated, absolutely destroyed in practice. Yes, they did. But you gotta remember, there was no Jalen Waddle, there was no Tyreek Hill. There was plenty of injuries on the offensive line, plenty of injuries on the defensive line. And another point I want to get onto: training camp means nothing. The Detroit Lions, when they went 0-16, went 4-0 in the preseason. Dolphins, a few years ago when Mike McDaniel first came in, they had practice with the Eagles, and they absolutely destroyed the Eagles. Everyone said that the Dolphins were going to end up going to the Super Bowl. They lost first round that year. Training camp means nothing. But am I a little nervous about how today went? Yes. Our receivers looked really bad. Tua was holding the ball way too long, not flying through his progressions like he should have. But then again, I don't think there should be much worry. There's a little worry, not much worry. Our offensive line did do some good things. Our defensive line did some good things. Tua did some good things throughout practice. But there was also a lot more negatives than there were positives. All I'm going to say in this entire video is do not let the media think that Dolphins are going to be one of the worst teams in the league, because they're not. They're going to be still pushing for the playoffs, if not fighting for that second, maybe even the first spot in the division. This clip right here is just one of the very, very few positives that happened today at Dolphins camp. I just want to show this real quick. It's about Minka Fitzpatrick when he was one-on-one with one of the receivers. I believe it was Jameson Williams here. But just absolutely getting his body in there, reaching his hand, poking the ball out. Just an all-around great play. The next thing I want to show is one of the very many negatives from today. This is our new starting corner. I don't think he's actually going to be a starter, but Jack Jones, where he's one-on-one with one of the best receivers in the league, probably top 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and just absolutely got cooked. There's nothing to even say about that. He just got absolutely burnt. Amon-Ra was just dominating all the corners for the Dolphins today. Like, that's just an amazing play. That's good. That's still decent defense, but like, you got to get your hands there, break it up maybe. But nope, he just caught it right off of his body. I think that was it, right? Just another replay of him cooking all of our DBs in practice. It's a nice little comebacker out there. Over the shoulders, burned his, yeah, just all around domination by the Lions today. The last thing I want to get into here is, yes, Chop Robinson did have to get carted off the field today. He then proceeded to post, I think maybe an hour or two later, that he was perfectly fine. Nothing actually happened, but Dolphins have to stay healthy if they want to be anything this season, or that's even just a playoff push or anything. They need to stay healthy. If they are not healthy, they will lose all the games. Every single game they'll lose. But a good sign for our defense is that Chop Robinson, probably our best pass rusher, is still healthy. That is all I have for today, folks. You enjoy the rest of your day.